In this video, I'm going to break down 4 LinkedIn banners that I feel are truly great, and we'll see what we can learn from them. In this video, I'll cover the mindset behind a great LinkedIn banner and the elements that need to be present in your banner if you're trying to land more clients from LinkedIn. Let's get into it. A LinkedIn banner is an important part of a LinkedIn profile funnel. Now, what even is a LinkedIn profile funnel, you ask? So any funnel has 3 stages. There's awareness, then there's consideration, and there's a decision, right? So these are the 3 elements of a funnel. Now, with the awareness, the goal is to get them to be aware of what you do, get them to know what is it that you do. The awareness section is done by your headline, your LinkedIn photo, as well as your LinkedIn banner, right? So these are the 3 elements that create awareness on LinkedIn. This is simply an elevator pitch. It is to show who you are. It is to show that they can trust you, and for them to easily go on to the next section. The second part of the funnel is the consideration part, right? Where it's about your LinkedIn summary and LinkedIn experience section. So here you have a lot of space, so you can describe exactly how you solve client pains. You can, maybe put a case study of some impressive results that you got. And finally, the decision. Now, the decision is all about the call to action. So maybe you want to get them to book a call with you or book a demo. Maybe you want them to subscribe to your newsletter. Maybe you want them to check your blog, or maybe subscribe to your YouTube channel, which is something you should do. A great banner, does 3 things. 1, it visually shows the profile visitor what is it that you do. Second, it builds trust. And the third thing is it encourages them to take some sort of action on your profile. So let's take a few examples. All right, let's get into it. Let's take a look at this one. Vaibhav Sisinty. He's a famous growth hacker. He's the founder of a company as well called Growth School. There's one of his older banners, but I really like it. That's why I kept it. He's made it very clear about what he does from the banner, right? You can see he is a photo of himself talking at an event. So that builds trust, right? He shows what he does, right? He's a marketing manager at Uber. He's a growth consultant, and he sells online courses, and he's a speaker. Plus, the biggest thing is he's written about all the publications that have featured him. So Entrepreneur, BAMF, Killer Startups, a lot of Indian newspapers. So immediately there's a bit of a trust factor. There's a bit of a factor that, hey, maybe this guy does know what he's doing. The only downside to this banner and from his profile, if you can guess, is that there's no clear call to action. I don't know what I'm supposed to do based on the banner. All right, so that's the first banner. Now, this is another one that I really like. So Mikaela is a LinkedIn trainer. So her banner is all about her personality, right? It ties in really well with her photo as well. So if you look at her photo, it's got her drinking a cup of coffee, and she's, branded really well. So it ties in really nicely with her LinkedIn headline as well. So she says she's a LinkedIn trainer. So she's at a LinkedIn event. Immediate trust factor. She's a keynote speaker. There's a photo of her speaking, another trust factor. And of course, she's espresso fueled, so she's put that into her photo as well. All right, so from this particular, LinkedIn banner, it becomes very clear. So if I'm somebody who's looking for LinkedIn training, I'm much more likely to, contact Mikaela as opposed to someone else, right, who doesn't have a lot of credibility. So that is another great banner. The only thing, again, I would say is there's no call to action, but that's fine because there's a lot of implicit trust that she's building through her banner. Let's look at one more. Now, this one is what I really like. This guy has a great LinkedIn profile photo as well, right? Like it's like he's coming out of this circle. He's done some fancy Canva stuff. I don't really know how to do a lot of Canva, but there's a lot of templates. You can search for LinkedIn profile picture templates and you'll probably get one in Canva. He's got a great banner. It's got good design. It's got a good background, a professional background. And then he talks about hashtag workshop Wednesdays, bridging the gap between your business and LinkedIn. Right off the bat, I know what he does, right? And he's given very clear CTAs. So I can follow him on LinkedIn, or I can subscribe to his YouTube channel. The links are below. So here, I would give this banner a full 10 on 10 in terms of the next steps it wants me to take, as well as, just standing out from the crowd. We'll do one more, and then we'll look at what principles we can learn. So this is another one. This person, Shay Rowbotton, she's a marketer. She helps founders and executives turn into LinkedIn video creators, right? So the banner is a little bit cluttered. That's the part I don't like. But other than that, there's a lot of interesting elements in here that you can learn from. So first of all, she has her own hashtag #ShayShine, which is amazing, right? Like it's important to set up something unique of your own that people, can reference when they actually talk to you. She's given a clear call to action, follow me, as well as she's given another call to action where, you can PM her today to set up a call. She's given her contact info and she's written about what she does, right? So this would be a solid 9 on 10. And here there's a subtle, nod to what she does. There's love to help in the background, which I think kind of showcases her personality. She's here to really help busy founders and execs turn into LinkedIn video creators. Now I remember I forgot to rate these profiles. So Mikaela, I would rate a solid 9 on 10, and Vaibhav here, because there's no call to action, would be another 9 on 10 as well. Just to remember, the key parts of the awareness section of the profile funnel are your LinkedIn banner, your headline, and your photo. If you do a good job of them, people become aware within an instant what is it that you do, and then they can go to your summary and take the next steps and basically decide whether they want to know more about you. That's it from me for this video. Stay tuned for more such videos around LinkedIn and lead generation.